Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Now a fact that makes your brain go. The average Chicagoan knows their day has been ruined by this time. The average time a Chicagoan says their day has been ruined, they know it's been ruined by 8:36 a.m. Now, let's say Case is right and the average Chicagoan gets up at 6:30, just 2 hours in, you know your day's ruined. Some people saying the night before.
That sounds right, because then you realize if you've been late, if you maybe already got to work and your boss sucks, or you realize that you could have worked from home.
Well, here is the top 10 reasons why people know their day's been ruined.
This is exciting.
By 8:36, they know their day's been ruined.
Give me some.
We'll start with 10. We'll give you one. We'll build ourselves up to one. 10, 17% said they stubbed their toe right out of bed.
Oh, God. Absolutely. You might as well just start over. Call me tomorrow.
Day's ruined. This one, I think, hits deep. You forgot to plug your phone in the night before.
Oh.
18%, so that's why they know their day's ruined.
Son of a nutcracker.
You can't take your charger at night. You can do what I do. You charge when you come in. Don't charge your phone overnight to 100% because it ruins the battery. That's guaranteed. That's a fact.
See, I have to charge all night because I have the baby monitor up.
You got to charge before. It won't go out. Your phone's not going to go dead overnight.
It totally will go dead. That thing sucks all the life out of your phone.
It is a battery suck. I will say that.
Yeah.
But, I don't want you ruining your battery. I'm concerned about your battery.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Let's see. 19% said their day's ruined by 8:36 because they slept through their alarm.
Yep.
And the thing is, snooze is the devil. Do not snooze. It ruins actually the rest of your day because you start to get REM sleep again, and then you get interrupted every time. Snooze should be banned, outlawed, without question.
The real problem with snooze is when you hit it every day. Some days you actually just turn your phone off and you don't realize, because that's what's happened to me. Like you're like, you just whap your phone and you're like, well, that'll go off in 5 minutes. And it doesn't. And that's horrible.
I'm shocked that number 7 is this on the list that people know their day's been ruined by 8:36. 22% said they forgot their wallet at home. I don't even think people care about wallets anymore.
I haven't seen my wallet in like 3 weeks.
I mean, that's upsetting.
I don't even know where it is.
It's upsetting.
I have everything on my phone. I haven't seen my wallet. I don't know where my wallet is.
I would say a good quarter to a third of our people maybe do even buy everything on their phone now. Like, I still carry a wallet. I have my Costanza wallet, but I don't carry that much money anymore. I used to like carrying some cash.
Because I use Apple Pay. I have my insurance card and my driver's license on my phone.
Yeah.
I got it all.
Number 6, going into why your day's been ruined, ran out of toilet paper. 22% said that in the morning. Like, you take your little constitutional, and then there's no toilet paper.
That would be a bummer.
Yeah, what do you do in that situation?
Leaf.
I mean,
leave.
You think you can leave?
What do you open the window and reach to the tree?
Your house.
What do you do, Kenzie?
I feel like I don't run into that because I'm like, I stock my bathroom really nice. So I'm like I have like the shelving with extra supplies and stuff.
Shelving with extra supplies.
Yeah, always.
Ready for the apocalypse.
I have extra soaps and extra, the whole bathroom.
Yeah.
You're fine.
I've gone to a towel before.
Oh. This is why I hate going to people's houses.
Thank you for sharing, Brian.
I don't want to be at anyone's house.
If you come over, they're washed.
All
right, let's keep going.
That's like when you're washing your counter.
No, it's been washed. The average person knows their day has been ruined by 8:36 because number 5, 25% of you forgot your phone at home. That should be number 1.
Would be so bad. I
Terrifying.
have to turn around.
Yeah. I've done that. When I used to live nearby, I walked about 15 minutes into work every day. I forgot my phone, and I walked back to get it because I just couldn't. I was shaking.
Can't do it, baby.
4 says losing your keys. Again, I don't think I'd think about it, but I'm like, I'll figure it out. I can't believe 26% said that.
You know what's funny is that I always have to grab my spare keys. Like, at least once a year I have to grab my spare keys. One year, I had lost my keys so bad I was already using my spare keys, and I lost those. I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I got nothing.
The last 3 seem to be in a similar mode. Number 3, people say their day's been ruined by 8:36 because they woke up with a headache. I don't know. I'm sure it sucks.
Oh, yeah. When you start your day already annoyed, it's going to be bad.
Yeah. 2 is sleeping poorly throughout the night. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I get like 3 hours of sleep every night at this point anyway. I don't know. And number 1, why people say their day has been ruined by 8:36. They woke up feeling sick.
Oh, yeah. You ever wake up with you ever stand up too fast and then you feel, and then you get really, really warm and you feel like you're going to pass out?
It's never happened to me.
If I stand up too fast, I get clammy and I get a bunch of spots, and then I fainted a bunch of times from like shooting out of my bed. Like if I'm like, oh, what time is it? And I stand up, I fainted before. I've been late because of fainting, which sucks. When you wake up on the floor and you're like, listen, I got up on time.
Have you seen a doctor about this?
No, but I do have a fainting issue. I fainted.
Well, I think if you fainted just once, it's an issue.
I faint quite a bit.
Really?
Yeah, like that's like my. I'm
like
like
your
a
thing?
goat. I have issues. Like I fainted. I used to run, and I don't run anymore because I would faint on the side of the road where I get hot. And I found out that was I would just wake up and be like, so that was bad. I fainted after surgery. Like they were, and they couldn't get me back. So that sucked. I was like, it was a bunch of stuff.
It sounds like you faint a lot. Casey, you ever seen her faint in the building?
No, and I've never fainted either.
You've never fainted? It
No.
sucks because you feel really nauseous, and then you get like clammy. So you get like the cold sweats, and then usually your eyes get spotty, and then bam, you're gone, baby.
You know, I got a trainer one time for free when I joined a gym. I joined Export, and I got a
Are
free.
you just talking about yourself randomly?
No, because this is not going to end. This is going to
Okay.
end poorly. So this trainer guy was this jacked up dude and go like, yeah, man, we're going to get you ripped. And I'm like, I just want to be able to walk up the stairs and not heavy breathe.
Yeah.
I don't need
Relax.
to, I'm not trying to get jacked. And the guy put me on this incline treadmill and said, run as fast as you can. And I'm with you. Don't worry about it. I got you. And I'm going. And like 2 minutes in, I'm like, I'm going to die. Because it was inclined like this. I'm giving my hand like about 45%.
Right, like straight up in the air.
And
baby.
finally I go, stop it. Stop. He goes, no, you can do it. You can do it. I go, I can't do it. Turn the thing off. You're killing me. And finally he sees me get off. And I start going like you're talking about. I saw spots.
Yeah.
I'm wobbling in the gym in front of everybody. And then I fall over.
And he's like, it's been 10 seconds, bro.
No, it was 2 minutes. I woke up and he shoved a protein bar in my mouth. I woke up with a candy bar in my mouth, basically.
That's the way to wake up.
No, it was like
Oh.
those oats ones. It wasn't good.
Oh, is it an ass candy bar?
Yeah, and he was like, this is going to help you get back on your feet. I go,
I was kind of
"Oh,
wondering why the trainer had a Snickers on him.
I'm like choking. He goes, this is how you do it. You get a protein bar, then you can get back on that thing. And I quit right there. I said, I'll work out on my own, bro. I'm good.
That was it?
Yeah, that was my one day with a trainer in my life.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Doesn't it feel good, though? Like when Kenzie was saying you stand up too fast, you have all the blood rush to your head and your body gets warm, but then you don't pass out. Doesn't that feel so good?
No, because if I don't pass out, I usually throw up.
Oh, well, that's another issue. Yeah.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. For the break, I asked Kenzie the question because Case knows what I'm about to ask her because it happened between me and Case. I had to ask him this question. It's the hardest question to ask someone that's not your significant other. It's the easiest question to ask your significant other on the other side of it. And Kenzie guessed, is there something in my teeth?
Yes. Because now you're just pointing out your flaws to strangers.
Yeah.
But like your significant other doesn't care. Now some people are sending things in that I'm like, I don't think you should even be asking your significant other that. That is repulsive.
Like what?
Like
Is it radio friendly?
yeah, but it's just gross. Like, oh, look, is my hemorrhoid big? Why are you asking your significant other that?
Well, that's why you have it.
Are you trying to end up divorced?
If you can't ask your significant other that, then you got the wrong significant other.
Amen.
I would never.
You won't
Over
go to a
my
doctor.
dead body.
You said an hour ago you don't want to go to a doctor, so who's supposed to look at it?
What are you talking about?
If you had a hemorrhoid,
Why would you even have to go to a doctor for that?
you may have to go to a doctor for a hemorrhoid.
You sound like you're speaking over something. Like, listen, there are specific scenarios in which, fine, I will believe you because you look at your eyes right now. You look
I'm
crazy.
not saying I've been to a doctor for a hemorrhoid. Okay, but maybe I have. Okay, and there are a lot of interesting people jumping in here with questions of what they would. So the question is, the toughest question to ask, someone you know outside of your significant other. Very easy to ask your significant other, but we had a guy checking in here, Brian, who has a guess on this one. Brian, ahoy, welcome in. Hey, Brian. Brian, are you there? Casey, there, we lose him.
Oh, Brian, are you there?
Hello?
Brian.
Oh, this is such a bummer. Brian, where are you at?
I've always.
Oh,
Yeah, you there, Brian?
Yes.
Just come out of a portal? What happened to him? Good Lord.
He just came back from 1959.
No, it's DeLorean.
I don't think we're going to get him here. Your phone sounds really bad, Brian. You okay?
he sounded so normal
He
talking to
sounds
me.
like the girl from Poltergeist. He got that through the TV. Good Lord.
Case, what did he want to say on the air? Because you Case screens all the calls.
He told me that at a point in time, he got his thing, if you will, stuck in the zipper.
Yep.
Meaning his not like clothing stuck in the zipper. He got his skin stuck in his zipper.
Ugh.
And he had to ask all of his friends to help unzip him. None of them would do it. And so, much like ripping off a Band-Aid, he closed his eyes, took a deep breath, and unzipped himself from his pants.
Woo!
That has to hurt, huh?
Oh, Kenzie, you have no
telling me.
idea. No idea. No idea.
How does that thing get stuck, though?
We're not going to go into that.
Was you like underwear on?
Well, you go commando. I used to go commando now and then.
In jeans?
Yes.
Oh.
Never again.
It's like riding a horse naked.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that suck? With one of those things? Not if you're packing that. I don't think so.
So that's not what we're talking about. Again, the question is the toughest question to ask somebody that's not your significant other, yet it's the easiest question to ask your significant other. A lot of great questions and people coming in with some things like, where's your toilet plunger? That's great. But we'll get right to it. Kenzie, it's this. And it happened between me and Case just the other day. We were in Whole Foods.
Is Case your significant other?
No, he's not. That's
Not
why.
yet.
That's why this was so hard to ask.
Oh, I see. Okay.
This is why it was hard to ask Case, but it would have been easy to ask Megan, my wife. So Case says, hey, I said, I'm going to Whole Foods. I give him a ride home after the show because we live near each other. And he says, can I go get some stuff while I'm here? I go, yeah. I get my stuff quick. And I'm sitting there waiting for Case. And I'm like, Jesus, I shouldn't have said he could go shopping in here because it's taking forever. Literally waiting and waiting. And I'm holding these bags and waiting.
Well, Case tinkers. Case is a big tinkerer.
He's a tinkerer.
Pardon?
You tinker, you piddle paddle around.
What? Tinker? I've never heard that word before.
You tinker around. You're just like, oh, let me go look at all those. Is that a record? Did I see a record in the distance? It's like, you tinker. You don't get to it. Get to the register. Go, 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 go. Is that how you operate?
There is a vinyl aisle at Whole Foods.
I know, and a chip aisle. So he's going to tinker around. It's like, oh my God.
So he's taking a long time. I decided that when he comes back, I have to ask him this question because it was very annoying. And I said, boy, I don't think I've ever asked anybody outside my wife this question, but I'm going to have to ask, and I want the right answer. I need help on this. And I didn't ask him. And I built up the nerve to ask him, but I couldn't do it. That's how
So you didn't build up the nerve.
I didn't ask him the question, but I told him.
You can't say you built up the nerve, but you didn't do it, so you actually didn't.
The nerve built down after that. But I just told him in the car later what the thing was. And I said, I think I need to track your phone. I think I need to put you on my Find My Phone so I know where you are at all times.
You want to know the location of where I'm at all times.
Including in what aisle in Whole Foods he was. Now, I get it doesn't work that specific, which is terrible, and technology should be there by now where I can find him in whatever aisle.
Like, yeah, you can. When you pull up the Find My, it'll be like 100 feet, 200 feet. Like the arrow comes up. I have to use it for my headphones all the time. Like, where are these things? It's like I feel like a toddler playing a game.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, I'm cold.
But the question is, do you have anybody in your Find My Phone app outside of your family and your significant other?
I don't even have my family.
Amen.
Oh, Jesus.
Go off, Kenzie. No, not at all.
I've never thought to find their phone. I can't even find my phone.
No. See, what I'm saying is the Find My Phone thing is so it tracks the phone so you know where they are. So they're carrying their phone, let's say your husband.
I've never had that for anyone.
So he doesn't track you and you don't track him.
He keeps an Apple tag on me.
Oh, my God.
He does.
What are you, cattle?
I get lost. He does like Apple tags usually.
Is that what that necklace is?
He does. I have it in my backpack right now.
Okay, so it's the same thing, really. I mean, obviously,
He
Apple
does
tag.
that, but I'm like, I don't know. I don't
You don't Apple tag him.
know. He'll figure it out. I don't know. Is that bad?
Well, listen. When I first got with Megan and we were dating, we didn't do it. But once we got married, she goes, well, we need to trade this off so I know where you are and you know where I am in case something happens. We're kidnapped or whatever. Not about cheating or anything like that. Never that kind of suspect
Who the
thing.
hell's going to kidnap you? They don't make a sack big enough. Jesus.
How dare you?
You're
I am
gonna fit in a
kidnappable.
Trunk. You're the worst.
I am.
You
Oh,
are safe.
I don't think so. I think about it all the time, to be honest. I look over my back
No.
walking down the street.
You look like a pain in the ass to kidnap.
Sometimes there could be strong
I
kidnappers.
wish you'd complain. You'd be like, my back. Like, you'd be the worst.
That's how I'm going to get out. I'm going to annoy him to
Listen,
death.
don't do that to my leg. I pulled it in high school. I was playing basketball. They would put you right back.
Yeah, you would be a terrible hostage.
Oh, God.
Thank God. I have one skill. I'd be a terrible hostage.
Yeah, you're not going anywhere.
My question is to the people out there, you guys at 312-591-8300. Do you track your significant others? And do you track friends? Because I really want to track Case. I really want to track you too, Kenzie. I want to see where you do after the show.
Oh. No, you don't.
I would be sitting there at home on that app the whole day watching you and Case what you do after the show.
Well, Case would be tinkering around, wasting everyone's time.
Well, I think I'd be curious where he goes. Maybe he goes back to the Pizza Hut and Target like for a snack, not lunch.
How
You know,
specific is location? Like, can you just see Cases at his fridge again?
it's not that specific.
Oh, 'cause that would be funny.
That's why I was upset at Whole Foods.
Like,
I
how's
can't.
that diet going, buddy?
I can't tell what aisle he's in. I wish it was that specific. But I'm saying, so you obviously don't have your significant other, so you don't have any friends then, right?
I have friends.
You track friends, but not your husband?
No, I just meant I have friends.
Oh.
You said like I don't have any friends.
I know you have friends.
This is mean. I feel like I'm getting bullied.
I know you have friends, but
I have one friend that asked, like, he's like, I want to track your location when I move to Chicago. And I was like, okay, sure. So I guess we share location, but I've never looked.
But you share it all the time, so you're in the app. Like,
I guess he asked for it, and I said, okay. And then I just never. What?
He's watching where you're going all the time.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That sounds boring.
It might not be. I'm telling you, I'm just curious for who's following who. Are any of you asked friends? Do you guys track friends? Because I really want to track Case and Kenzie and see what they do all day.
It's none of your damn business. I like to be left alone.
That's
I'm
why.
like a curmudgeon.
That's why it's the hardest question to ask a friend and not a significant other. Because everybody, like me and Megan, oh yes, that's a good idea. Let's do that. 312-591-8300. Check in.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q 101.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q 101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Now, we're talking about the toughest question to ask somebody outside of your significant other, but the easiest one to ask your significant other. Can I track you? And a lot of people checking in here. This happened between me and Case because he was meandering or tinkering around Whole Foods.
He's such a tinkerer.
I was waiting for him, and I said, I'm going to need to track your phone from now on. And I never got an answer. He kind of just meandered around the subject and never let me do it.
I tinkered, as Kenzie would say.
Yes. But would you let me track you?
No. I don't want anybody tracking me. I don't want anybody knowing where I am.
What are you hiding?
I don't want to know
Damn
where
right.
anybody is.
Your other family?
Yeah, I've got a secret family that I haven't told you guys
He
about.
produces another radio show? You son of a bitch. I
Sorry,
knew it.
Fred's calling me. Let me talk to you guys in just a second.
So Case
son of a bitch.
Case has a wife and 4 kids in Addison,
I knew it.
and he produces the Fred Show.
He's 57. He's been lying.
Whenever he walks out of his little booth, he goes across the street, down the street,
I take an Uber.
to Kiss FM down there, and he produces that show. Great job. And his whole family in Addison is just sitting there going like, I wonder when he's going to get home. He works so hard.
I
He works
know.
so hard. He produces all those shows.
It's like he does twice the job of a normal person. Well, I wonder what's going on.
So to that question, we have some texts coming in and some calls we're going to get to here. This came from 847. I absolutely track my coworkers. I don't want to show up in the building before they get there.
Oh my God, this is incredible.
What a great idea.
In fact, Brian, give me your location.
And then Sarah checked in and said, OMG, my mom asked me to join Life 360 app, which
Yes.
is similar to that, I guess.
Yes.
So I could see where she's at in case something happens because she's elderly and lives alone. Now she calls me and is like, I see you're on your way to the office. It's awful, she said, because her mom just sits all day then and tracks her, what she does.
And this is what you do to me. This is why you can't have my location.
Come on.
I'd be at Mariano's and you'd call me and be like, hey, man, what are you getting? You want to get me something?
Well, I would definitely ask you to get my some sushi.
See? Maybe we should all track each other.
Well, if I'm going to get sushi out of the whole thing.
See? Now you're-
Jessica texted in and she goes, I'm a high school teacher and all of my students track like their friends at school. And she goes, it's actually weirdly helpful though when they say they're going to the bathroom and they don't, because she has them pull up like, leave me gone for 15 minutes, pull up your friend, let me see if they're in the hallway.
He's in the parking lot and he's leaving.
And I knew it.
And boom goes the dynamite.
Yeah.
I do think this is like a little bit of a generational thing, because I think probably kids in high school just do it to each other everybody
Yeah.
tracks everybody, I bet they have like every classmate is probably in their phone.
They're probably like, did you see Jenny was at Ricky's house? Ooh. Like, that's how word spreads now.
So Ashley is checking in. Ashley, ahoy. Welcome to the show.
Ahoy! Good morning.
What do you think about this subject of tracking, and do you track people? Does someone track you?
I do. So I've got 5 family members, but I also have my coworker Joey. I track him.
Is Joey just a friend?
He's he started out my coworker, and now I call him my honorary brother.
I thought this was going to turn into a love affair.
So did I.
Yeah, she sounded conflicted.
It's gonna.
Oh, yeah.
It's interesting. At times, I accidentally call my husband's name. I call my husband his name. It gets fun.
Whoa, that sounds muddy.
Yeah.
Muddy waters,
Yeah.
that.
So has it caused any problems? Are you tracking Joey with your husband?
No, not at all. He thinks it's funny. I mean, I use it for work purposes, but I like to use it more for pranking purposes, though. So,
Okay. So you're all good on this. You're all good. You're for this, and you think it's fine.
oh, absolutely. I mean, you get to show up and bang on the door when they're in the bathroom. Hey, get out! Or, stores that they're at, and you walk in, and last one, I treated it like I was accusing him of cheating, and everybody was like, "Whoa, who's this
God.
lady?" And I stormed out. He was embarrassed.
Oh, sounds fun.
Yeah, I'm not going to be sharing with her, but it sounds like a good time.
Well, I appreciate you checking in. So that's our first person calling in with a total of 6, basically, people she's tracking. Let's go to Nikki. Nikki, what's going on? Ahoy.
Ahoy, good morning.
Good morning. So,
I think it's such an absurd idea and such a bad decision.
why?
Because I have so many friends that track each other, and if you can't trust where each other is going to be to begin with, they just cause so many fights between each other, and you should be where you're telling your significant other you're going to be, unless you're going out on a first date or to a sketchy neighborhood or something and you want to do it for safety reasons. Otherwise, we're losing all trust in humanity that way.
But it's fun just to see where they're going,
But
you
it's
know?
fun. She was
It's
this
not
whole
like
thing.
board game Friday night. It's like you're stalking everybody at all times during the day.
Brian likes it. He thinks
For
it's
no
fun.
reason.
I do like it. Well, here's the thing. Like Megan says she's going, over to, let's say, the salon, and I know where she's going. And I see she goes to Whole Foods, just like Case. I go, hey, I see you're at Whole Foods right now. She goes like, stalker. She says that. And I go, yes, but I would like something delicious from there.
Yeah, since you're over there.
The brown butter cookies are unbelievable.
Did she go somewhere else and you just text her whore?
Where you going, whore?
It's at Whole Foods, you tramp.
Fair enough. I suppose there's, a plus and a minus to everything. For relationships, I think it's just worse for wear.
I get it.
You got a good relationship going on right now?
18 years.
Damn.
Okay, she knows what's good. She gets it.
Yep.
Now, what if your husband
3
came to
kids.
What if your husband right now said, I want to start tracking you? What would you say?
I would tell him no. He doesn't need to track me. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Okay, so listen. Who's the guy you're dating, though?
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We're talking about tracking people. And I find this to be the toughest question to ask somebody that's not your significant other. But the easiest question to ask, if it is your significant other, like, hey, I'm going to track you. I know where you are. Just make sure you're safe. That kind of thing. Not a trust issue about cheating, just about being safe if something ever happened. And 312-591-8300 people checking in. A lot of texts and calls, but this one I found interesting. 773 saying, you guys should give the listeners your info so they can track you.
That's okay.
Now, should we have some kind of lottery to see which one of us they get to track and then give it out, give our number on the air?
I'm not going to participate.
Should that be like a punishment, like if we do like Bears picks and stuff, that we have to give our information out?
We have to give out our information and get tracked. That sounds safe.
You want me to get my social out while we're at it?
Some of us are very kidnappable, and I don't like that, Brian.
I don't like that you think I'm not kidnappable.
Does that affect you?
It actually makes me feel bad.
Why? I didn't say you weren't dateable.
It's the same thing.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.